Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Negler here with a Packers Daily Chat a day after I missed one. Apologies for that. Yesterday was insane. Today is a little better. I'm back down in Milwaukee, was in Green Bay yesterday. A lot transpired in the last 24 hours, but I'm happy to be back with you guys. Hope you didn't miss me too much. It's not a lot going on anyway, as far as Packers headlines and the like, but OTAs, the first week of which have been wrapped up, are in the books. And of course, they'll have another session next week. And then we'll have a mini camp, and then it'll be break time. But in the meantime, always good to talk Packers with fans worldwide, because that's what we do here at Cheesehead TV. Coming to you live here from the guest bedroom in my buddy's house. So I hope you enjoy the decor and the lack of lighting. And if I hear any shit about needing a lighting kit, I'm going to whoop somebody's ass. How's that? Hope you're all doing well. TKM is at his post. Good to see you. Brandy, new game plan. 3rd and 3. 30-yard throw to Watson. Sounds like a similar game plan, just with different personnel, but I feel you. Oh, William starting us off hot right here. Thoughts on Obi-Wan? William, I'm going to be honest. I understand, and I'm glad that they included that second episode at the launch, because if we had just gotten the first episode, I wouldn't have been thrilled. I was not. The first episode didn't really hook me. Didn't love some of the directions they were going in that, and in the second one as well. But the last 30 minutes of the second one got me. I'm in now. And the final shot of the second episode. Come on. And obviously, I'm being very general because I don't want to give spoilers away, because I'm sure there's plenty of people who haven't seen it yet. But man, after the last 30 minutes of the second episode, I'm very excited. Dustin, what's up, man? Does A-Rod make Watson the best wide receiver rookie prospect? I mean, not just Aaron. I think, the system will certainly help. And we talk about it all the time. Obviously, a big part of it is what you do as an individual and the work you put in. And nobody can obviously do that work except for Watson himself. But as far as like landing in a spot and being in a position to contribute and put up numbers, I mean, he certainly is going to have opportunities. But I think because of how the Packers tend to operate, I think other guys are going to have way more opportunities than Watson, especially early on in the season. So, I mean, I think he's in a phenomenal spot. There's no doubt about it. But there's a long way to go. Long way to go in that regard. What else we got here? What's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Nags, just booked flight and hotel. Can't wait to meet you all in London. P.S. What a great time for the daily chat. Oh, I'm sure this is much more convenient for some of our viewers and listeners. I will see you in London. That's great, man. Can't wait. We'll be doing some kind of gathering / get together that Saturday before the game in London. So be on the lookout for that information sometime over the offseason here. Deshaun Perry, what's going on, man? 20 O-line had Bakhtiari, Elton, Jenkins, Linsley. They were insane. So dominant. Crazy we haven't had D-back and Elton next to each other for a while. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It sounds like it's going to be a little while longer too. So with Jenkins coming back, and I know David wasn't participating in OTA practice that was open to the media on Tuesday, and some people were freaking out. But I still think he'll be there when it's time. Put the pads on, training camp, etc. But yes, it would be a major boon, obviously, to get those two guys back together on the line. There's no doubt that they form one of the greatest, probably, tandems in the league as far as a guard-tackle tandem. No question about it. I just hope to get them on the field sooner rather than later. Who will teams double up on, and how will this help people like Amari and Dobbs? I would be shocked if teams come in with a plan to double anybody on the Packers offense. I mean, I think bracket coverage on maybe one of the backs on passing downs, it can be expected. Maybe they shade coverage to Lazard at times because they know, obviously, it's a guy Aaron trusts. I would suspect, guys like Randall Cobb, anybody operating from the slot is probably going to have maybe not free reign, but they're certainly not going to be doubled up on. So I don't think we'll see a lot of, true double coverage on anybody in the Packers receiving rotation. Now, maybe as the year goes on, if someone starts to come to the fore and do some damage, i.e. Watson, maybe he starts to see a little bit more attention. But, I do think there'll be various coverages and different coordinators will approach it differently. But as far as doubling people, I don't think that's going to be anything we're going to see a lot of, especially early on. What's up, Big Daddy Cool Breeze? How you doing, buddy? Pizza night in Milwaukee. Zafiros. Hey, man, if that's your recommendation. Sounds good. Um, yeah, no, I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. My girls are back in New York, so I'm on my own. No cheese pizza for me tonight. Tell you that. Nuclear family, what's going on, man? How important is the offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur as a play caller? He's obviously great. I'm just wondering what the difference would be if Rodgers called his own plays. They'd pass a lot more, probably. um, I think you want the coach or the coordinator calling the plays. Now, Rodgers is still changing things at the line of scrimmage, so it's not like Rodgers doesn't have the ability to get into or out of whatever he wants for the most part. I mean, obviously there are situational things where he's probably locked in, but I mean, you do have a glimpse of that during the 2-minute drill. We know Rodgers calls all the plays in 2 minutes. So, it's I think it's good to have somebody on the sideline who's removed from the action and getting, communication from upstairs being the one who's calling the plays. I'll always think that. Yeah, is Rodgers a major asset as far as seeing what he sees across the line of scrimmage and being able to adjust and get him into different things? Yeah, of course he is. Um, but at the same time, I think the scheme, you don't have to look very far around the league to see how effective it can be when it's run in its purest forms. And without Devontae, you got to suspect that's probably going to come to the fore this year. And I think you'll see a very interesting development as far as spreading the ball around and getting tons of different guys involved and just truly, maybe for the first time outside of the games that Devontae missed while he was in Green Bay, a real kind of adherence to the scheme. And I think that's exciting. It should be exciting. Kevin, what's up, man? I've said it before, but unlike some fans, I want Jordan Love mainly because we'll be able to keep A-Rod and J-Lo together, unlike Big Cat. Well done. Well played, Kevin. Well played. That is well said. Next, haven't caught you in a while. Good to see you live again. Thanks, Thomas. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me, man. Dennis, how are you? What's up? Matt, next, come up north if you get a break. Good times up here. Sorry, Matt. I had my day yesterday in Appleton and Green Bay, but now I'm back down in Milwaukee, and then I'll be flying out on Sunday. So won't get a chance to get up north, but I appreciate it, man. I think teams will start paying closer attention to A.J. Dillon out of the backfield. Yes, I think, Brandy, I imagine you're talking about it in the passing game. And yeah, I do think they will probably be a little bit more aware of him, but I still don't think he's going to be top of mind, so to speak, on any given passing down. I think it would be nice if Matt and Aaron got him involved more as the primary focus in the passing game on more plays. I mean, a lot of times he's hit on checkdowns, and that's, he's been productive and he's done a good job there. But I think it'd be great if they started utilizing him a little bit more as a primary receiver. And I'm not talking like even throwing him 10 times a game or anything like that, but just, 2 or 3 plays a game where he's the number one read. I think he could do some damage. What else we got here? Too old for this. Matt LaFleur is awesome. Too old for this? I concur. Did I have some home cooking? I did. My mom got to see my folks yesterday in Appleton, and my dad was having his annual kind of showing of his new artwork, and my mom always puts together a huge spread. It was great. So I had a lot of fun. Do you think we're ever going to see a true fullback in Green Bay, or mostly a dead position? I mean, it's gone the way of the dodo, really. I mean, everything they want to ask of a fullback, at least in Green Bay in this offense, is mostly done by tight ends. Now, maybe they end up picking more of a H-back slash move similar to a fullback, John Lovett, like who they had in camp a couple years ago, maybe that type. But, as a true throwback fullback, man, I don't see that coming back anytime soon, at least not under Matt. Maybe if they, 10, 12 years down the road, everything is cyclical, maybe the fullback makes a reappearance. But, yeah, now the one kind of caveat there is if they do possibly lean into a more power style running game, perhaps they go and find one. But I think they would have done that by now if that was the plan. What else we got? John, what's up, man? Finally, a show I can watch. Got a new job. So the 10 a.m. is tough to hit now. Sorry, buddy. I cannot wait to watch this A-Rod to Watson connection next year. Go Pack Go. Amen to that. I think we're all very, very excited to watch that develop. John, again, missed my previous super chat. I just got it. Thoughts on the weird cone situation with the 49ers? Dude taking major heat from McAfee and crew. Yeah, I saw Pat McAfee's discussion, if you want to call it that, about it. And yeah, man, I'm not going to say too much about it. Obviously, that is kind of taking 49ers internet by storm, 49ers Twitter, what have you. I think the Cohen kid looks like an idiot. I mean, what are you doing, dude? Like, there's one thing to be, you know, critical of a guy, and I try to be very cognizant of this because there's certainly times where I have been critical of players. Um, you know, I've received blowback from fans more than I've ever received blowback from players as far as my criticism of their play, right? But I do try to, you know, take a 30,000-foot view with the fact that these are the best of the best in the world at what they do, right? And yes, are there guys who probably do, fall short more often than not, or have, you know, weaknesses to their game that are easily pointed out? Absolutely, no question about it. But when you're continuously doing it and hammering it home time and time again, which it certainly feels like this Cone cat has been doing, then how are the players ever supposed to take it otherwise, other than you are just trying to be a troll, right? And, who was it that said, was it Mike Tyson who said, you all got way too comfortable not understanding that you could get punched in the face at any time, right? And this guy saying, oh, he got his hat knocked off. And my favorite part about his video when he was explaining what happened is like his hat got off, knocked off, and hit somebody in the head. Some other, I think it was a reporter. And oh, maybe he's got a concussion. Okay, let's just slide fucking back. All right, relax. He just looks like a clown, man. I'm sorry. He just looks ridiculous. Absolutely. 1,000% ridiculous. I got to side with the 49ers players on this one. 100%. What else we got? Can we sign Christian Watson already, please? Let's get our final draft pick signed. They will, Logan. Who do they play on Sunday? Relax, man. It'll happen. It will happen. Mr. Mikey Riggs, I'm taking a ride with my best friend. What were you in the car with my friend Luke and I yesterday? Because we were playing that and singing it at the top of our lungs. Good stuff. What's up, Shadid? How you doing? I love the prospect of the defensive potential to help the new wide receivers along. The offense should get plenty of chances in the games. Brandy, yeah, I mean that's complimentary football, right? And you love the idea of 3 and outs and turnovers and short fields for Aaron Rodgers and more points. I'm all in on that. That is cooking with gas right there. Robin, how interchangeable do you think they'll use the defensive backs? A good way to fool the opposing offenses. I mean, to an extent, yeah, I think there will be some mixing and matching and trying to disguise things, but I don't think we'll see a whole lot of um, guys out of position or anything like that. But I do think, we've heard a lot about, the top 3 corners, and for good reason. They're all very talented, and the prospect of putting the 3 of them together on the field is very exciting. I do think they're going to be downs where either Stokes or Rasul Douglas are off the field because one of them is on the perimeter and Jair's on the perimeter, and they're rolling Savage down to play in the slot. I think we're going to see some mixing and matching in that regard, but I don't think it's going to be overt. But you're right; it's a good way to kind of keep offensive coordinators on their toes, no doubt, and quarterbacks especially on their toes. Deshaun, what's up, man? Realistic expectation of 12 this year. Another MVP. I think that's realistic. I mean, does he attain that? Yeah, it's probably doubtful, right? I mean, 3 in a row, that would be pretty incredible, especially after losing Devontae Adams. But if he runs the offense as it's designed, and they move the ball and score a lot of points, which is the expectation. And I know people, it's very fashionable right now to rag on the Packers wide receivers, and that's great. Have at it. I tend to think they got a lot to work with. And I think they're going to, because of Rodgers and because of LaFleur, they're going to move the ball and they're going to score points. And I think the one caveat here is obviously the health up front, because you're going to be able to do a lot with Aaron Rodgers in this system if you can make it work up front. Even last year when they were banged up and running like second, third, and fourth stringers in at times, they still really, especially down the stretch, found ways to move the ball, found ways to produce. And I tend to think it's going to continue to be that way. Now, will there be, bumps in the road? Will there be tough defenses that kind of slow them down? Sure, of course. But yeah, I mean, I think Rodgers is going to continue to play at the level he's always played at under LaFleur, essentially. And I think without Devontae there, he will be forced to spread the ball around. And I think that will only help him. Look, yes, you've got to replace Devontae's production. That is a tall ask. It won't be done by one individual, but they will certainly have the tools and the trigger man to do it. And so, realistic expectation, yeah, another MVP season. But again, I know there are plenty of other guys in the league who are going to be gunning for MVP. I'm not dismissing them. They certainly will be in the conversation. And hell, probably one of them will most likely probably win it. But MVP level play from Rodgers, that's the expectation. No doubt. TKM, what's up? OTAs, who is taking the starting snaps? Oh, yeah, the future of the franchise, QB J-Love, Puppy Fund. You love it. You love to see him getting the snaps and the reps, right? And the experience and the time with the ones, such as they are during OTAs. But yeah, I love Jordan Love getting that time. No doubt about it. Sebastian, how was your talk with Coach? It was great. It was great. He came over to Corey's yesterday, and we had a lot of fun just chatting. Nothing serious, nothing, not even Cheesehead TV related, really just hanging out. It was a lot of fun. He's a good guy. After Aaron Rodgers retires, Jordan Love will lead us to 9 straight Super Bowl championships. Well, Logan, it's good to know you started early. It's Friday, right? So, man, get it in. Have another one. I'm right behind you. Really excited. Michael, hey, Aaron, go Pack go. Go Pack go, Michael. Thanks for saying hi. Will the Packers win the Super Bowl, Nags? No. No, they won't. No, they're gonna break our hearts in the playoffs again. Waiting for some real stories of an on the field. This speculation is getting old. Bring on training camp, Mike. So it is what it is, buddy. It's all you got. This is all you got for the next few months. So embrace it, dude. It's all we get. Or here's another thought. You could just not watch, just not participate, just chill out and say peace and see you at camp, and that's totally fine. I get that. But the rest of us, we're gonna be over here talking Packers. This is what we do. It's all good. If 2 people cannot block Kenny Clark, how are opposing O-lines supposed to do anything? It's a great question, Brandy. And that's what you like about the interior guys that they've added, whether in the draft or through free agency. I mean, Kenny Clark's going to get some one-on-ones, and it is going to be trouble for opposing offensive lines. No doubt about it. What was there? Where was this? I'm good. Nice question. Any luck with Cheesehead TV on Facebook? Worst case scenario, go on Instagram. Yeah, no, I'm really despondent about the Cheesehead TV page. We haven't been able to make any headway, and I'm just thinking of packing it up. Actually, I'm just saying Facebook because I'm getting really, really sick of it. Let me see. Eyebrow talk. No, there was no eyebrow talk. Dawgson, what's up, man? Have a great holiday weekend, Nags, and everyone. Go Pack go. Yeah, I think that's a really good place to leave it. I hope you all have a great holiday weekend. Oh, wait, Fred's got one last super chat here. Any chance this is your new schedule? Also, when is trivia coming back? Didn't I just say this? Not today, but like yesterday or 2 days ago. Trivia will be after the mini camp. So mid-June, late June, sometime around there. And as far as, is this my new schedule? Not yet, but there will be adjustments being made come this regular season, probably starting in training camp. So be on the lookout for that, but nothing's official yet. So don't take it to the bank. All right. Hope everyone's good. Hope you all have a great weekend. Please stay safe this holiday weekend. Be smart, make smart choices. And most of all, obviously, go Pack go. Hope you're all well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend. Go Pack go.